What up, reader fam? Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts, opinions, and feels on Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I'm partnering with Macmillan on this video and they hooked me up with this beautiful, glorious book that is Caraval. Like, aesthetically, this book is on point! The cover is shimmery, shiny, the inside design details are beautiful, and it's got a little raindrop on the outside. It's just a very well put together book and it always makes me super happy when the publisher goes an extra mile to put in the effort to make the book just stunningly beautiful. But now let's talk about what this book is actually all about. This story follows Scarlett and her sister Tella, and their whole lives they've dreamed of going to this event called Caraval, which is basically this magical festival carnival style thing where you can either participate in this game and be a part of the show, or you can just sit back and watch. The girls have wanted to attend Caraval ever since their grandmother told them about the event as kids, but realistically they knew that they would probably never get the opportunity to go because they knew that their abusive father would never allow for them to go. But then one day the girls received tickets, so of course they've got to go regardless of their father. When Scarlett arrives at Caraval, her sister has gone missing, and that's when she begins to realize that the disappearance of her sister Tella has become a part of the show, and in order to win the show, you must find Tella. That's kind of just the general idea as to what this story is all about. Obviously, there's so much more that goes into it. It's a magical and adventurous story full of mystery and suspense, and I super duper hecka enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. My favorite part of this book was just the magical aspect of the story. The atmosphere of Caraval is just so vibrant and dreamy, and you just can't help but feel like you're being bewitched by Caraval. The writing stylistically was whimsical and rich. Everything is detailed in a way that's just so easy to visualize. You're really able to picture all the fantastical elements that come into play throughout this story just because of how well written everything is. It's a very well-paced story as well. There's a lot going on with this story, and I think that just really helped keep the story moving along. The plot was just jam-packed with so many different things, which might sound overwhelming, but trust me, it's not overwhelming at all. If anything, it just keeps you hooked on the story. There is a romantic element, but what I liked about it is that it doesn't overshadow or overtake the main character's ultimate goal in the story. At least I didn't feel that way about it. The main character is just focused on getting to her sister and finding her sister. Mind you, she does get distracted at times, but the desperation for finding her sister is her main focus. This book just had a really magical ambiance to it. Every element of Caraval is just fueled by enchantment, but it's also got this underlying tone of darkness. While Caraval is really hypnotizing in how awesome it is, you also just can't help but feel this kind of sense of unease with Caraval because something is just completely off about the whole thing, and that's kind of where the mysterious element comes with the story. There is a strong presence of family throughout this story, specifically sisterhood. These two sisters come from a rather broken home. Their father is very abusive, and because of that, they only have each other. With that being said, though, they don't have a perfect relationship. At the beginning of the story, they were so quick to kind of throw each other under the bus when they were getting in trouble with their father, but I liked seeing the flaws in their relationship. It just made their relationship even more realistic. We had a really interesting cast of characters with this story. Our main character is obviously Scarlett. She's the one that we get to know the most throughout this book. While she's fascinated by the world of Caraval, she also feels like she must live the life that her father has planned out for her. Whereas Tella, her sister, is kind of the complete opposite of that. She's wild and free and wants to live her own life. She doesn't want to have her father plan out her whole life for her. We also have this character named Julian, who becomes Scarlett's companion in finding Tella. He's a very mysterious character, and it takes some time to kind of break down his walls, but I really liked following his character's journey and seeing where his character took us and just finding out more about him throughout the story. The last thing that I want to mention in this video is the fact that a lot of people have been comparing this book to The Night Circus. I think it was kind of marketed as the young adult version of The Night Circus, which I can totally see why it was marketed in that way, but I don't want people to scoff at this book thinking that it's just a ripoff of The Night Circus. While both stories do have similar backdrops, that being this magical interactive carnival circus style thing, that's as far as the similarities go, and I feel like both of the stories achieve different things. So please give this book a chance and don't just compare it to The Night Circus the whole time you're reading it. Overall, this book was great. It's the first in a series, so I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on the second book. You guys should let me know down below if you have read this book and what you thought of it, or if you haven't read this book but you plan to pick it up. I highly recommend it. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I post videos frequently on this channel, so if you want to be notified for when I post new videos, be sure and go and click subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye, chew.